a reason, like if you in so many problems, is either you are drawn to problematic people or you are problematic yourself.
I've been going through some things, so much on my brain, just hoping it would change. I've been going
what it is. Hey, look, man, y'all already know, man, you're rocking back with your boy Al. We do what we do here. It has been a minute. It has been a while. I think I'm pushing like a couple weeks or something. Last episode I dropped was a little bit late. Look, man, I'm going straight into it, getting right to the temperature check with y'all. Life been lifing. Shit been busy. My job of the year, a little bit over a year I've been in it. This past few weeks, past month or so has definitely been the busiest it's been for me since I've been in the position, and it's only finna get busier. So appreciate that. Like, not appreciate it, but you know, more work, potentially more money. So you know what I mean? We putting out blessings in the air, so we work hard. We're trying to get more in return for it. But with that being said, I've been mad busy, and that is a major reason why I have not focused on getting this podcast out like I want to. And plus, I kind of was off a little bit with I don't know, just was too busy, and I was like, all right, let me give myself a chance to breathe. I don't want to be forcing in, trying to make this podcast. I want to make sure whatever I'm putting out really good, and I got the time to actually know what I'm about to talk about a little bit more. I do still, like, I feel heavily like, man, I would love to, like, bounce off with more people, because as great as I love having this conversation and talking into the camera and shit and just having the microphone in front of me just here, I'm so much more of a just naturalistic, speaking to people kind of person. Like, if you somebody I rock with, I talk on the phone. I'm the type of person who will talk on the phone because I like to get real communication. Like, a text will be cool, but it just don't hit the same, you know what I mean? It don't got that feel. You don't hear, like, you don't get the natural pause of how I feel talking to somebody. So, like, for me, I'll text you, but honestly, I'd rather, like, chop it up with somebody on the phone because I'd rather, like, have real connections. If I don't fuck with you, I probably don't want to talk to you and be bored of shit. But if I'm tapped in with you, I like to talk. So all that to say, I like to have conversations with people to, like, bounce off a few things. I don't know, like, Killer might be back on here at some point in time. Might have some new people or some shit. Just want to get a chance to chop it up with people to just really get a vibe out here. So all that shit being said, man, I be trying not to cuss too much in the beginning, but I can't help it. So, man, it's just like life been going on. So, like I said, thankful with that. Life been crazy. Last couple weeks ago, whatever time it was, last episode, what I talked about, the desire to be understood, and just was kind of diving into how we all have a desire to be understood, like regardless of however you trying to prioritize it. If you in the vicinity of other people, you communicate with other people, you have a desire to be understood. If you want to kind of really get into that too much, you can always just look back at last week's episode. If you late, you know what I mean, you can always do binge watching, so just running through these episodes and just chopping up and seeing everything we got going. But, man, I don't really want to hold it too long. I'm trying to think of anything else I got going. I want to, like, get out of something just in this little time period, but I really ain't trying to force shit, so fuck it. I mean, that's the beginning. That's the temperature check. That's what's been going on with me, man. We still getting into it. We still rocking. We still doing our shit. And y'all already motherfucking know, with that being said, fuck all that temperature check shit. Bitch was him. You hear me? You up in the motherfucking house, man. Welcome to the StoryHouse show, man. The StoryHouse podcast. You're rocking with your boy Ao, man. It's always love when you come through the door, man. I always know that shit. You most of the time welcome in the house. In this house right here, the StoryHouse show, you always welcome in the house. My actual house, I don't know, man. I be tired sometimes. I might not open the door. I might be asleep. You might have to call a nigga because I might not hit a knock on the door. But yeah. So y'all in the goddamn StoryHouse show, you doing what we supposed to do, y'all know what I mean? You rocking in here, we fam, go ahead, go get you some water, get you something to drink, get you some, maybe get a snack or something up in there. Don't be running. My house, I done told y'all, my house really don't have snacks. Like, I'm the type of person during the pandemic, like, I bought up all dumb shit because I'm not used to having shit in my freezer, refrigerator and stuff. I have food to cook through the week, just supporting my goddamn self. That's what I'm used to. The day come when I got, like, kids and shit I gotta take care of, I'm for sure gonna be the type, hey, look, baby, you gonna have to make sure them kids straight. I cook once a week. Once a week. That's the top. That's the max I'm cooking. Once a week, baby. I don't care how much. If I get that second meal, that's a date night meal, and that's out of the love I have for you. That's how much I love you. When I cook that, I'm cooking you 2 meals in a week, baby. That's love. That's true love. That fairy tale shit. That's out the movies and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Snow White. Goddamn Prince Charming, motherfucking Birdie, Beast, that shit, baby. So yeah, just know that's how I'm rocking. All that shit to say, man, in the StoryHouse show, make sure y'all tap in. hit the like, subscribe buttons and all them things. Fuck, I don't really want to run too much shit, man. I really just want to get straight into it, man. Y'all be sure to follow the podcast. Fuck it, man. That's enough of the intro shit. Y'all in the house, sit y'all ass down. Let's have this goddamn conversation. Let's run this shit. Tell me y'all fucking what I'm talking about. Because it's time for the motherfucking vent. And for the vent today, the statement is a question. And it's everybody else is the problem. All right, bet. So yeah, man, getting right into that type of topic. Sometimes I feel like we are so often in like problematic situations. Like everybody, life is life. You know what I mean? For one, we all gonna face problems, go through problems, be in kind of some situations. But on the real shit is like sometimes you find yourself in the same repeating problematic situations, understanding it's something going on. Like, why are you always in the same situations? Like, meet new situations and meet new problems. And some shit just kind of like, I mean, bills is a problem you're going to have every goddamn day. But shit, even that, like how you handle your bills. Like, I know sometimes I be fucking off my money. So, like, my bills might still be coming, but some of them bitches getting high. Matter of fact, I got a bill right now. I know I forgot to renew my contract, so I think that bitch was high. Like, my electric bill, I ain't signed no new shit with them or something. So I think they charged me high this past month because I got charged at like the monthly fee rate or some shit. So, you know what I mean? If you bullshitting, and I got to know I be procrastinating, so that's on me right there. I could be like a little hoe and be like, oh, man, the system trying to get me. Nah, really, I'm just fucking up. So that kind of go into everything I'm about to talk about today is everybody else is the problem, question mark. So, like, man, like I say, life is hard. It has its moments. But as an adult, if you're an adult who's free to have, you have freedom, you have some control. You have control over shit that happen within your life. Obviously, you can't control everything. You can't control what other people do. But you are responsible for the shit that you do. So I really want to, like, dive into that, like, the understanding of, like, why are we often in problematic situations? So for me, a reason, like, if you in so many problems is either you are drawn to problematic people or you are problematic yourself. Because I feel like sometimes people don't really acknowledge the fact that they problematic. So that's a huge thing. That'll be a part of what I'm getting into. But sometimes you drawn to problematic people and you don't even realize. You're like, oh, this is just people I fuck with. But it's really a whole lot of problematic situations. And it's like, ah, damn, everybody you around problematic, you kind of seem like you like that shit. You got an issue with it, but that's the shit you keep finding yourself getting into. Like, I know I got some shit that I find myself getting into, like, certain situations because it makes me comfortable. But I can acknowledge and look at it. Yo, this shit caused problems in my life. This caused me issues because I want to be around certain situations. And it's like, yeah, nigga, but that ain't helping you like you need to. And so, like, that's what I want to get into. Like, for other people, just, even if that's what's happening with you, don't be blaming nobody else. Take the accountability. And so with those two, whether it's you draw on the problematic people or you problematic yourself, it don't matter which one it is, you have to take accountability for it. That's the biggest shit out of all of this, what I'm saying. And for me, that's one of the most annoying things to me for dealing with an adult is someone who doesn't take accountability. I don't really feel like talking to somebody who everything is somebody else's problem, everything is somebody else's fault, ain't shit your fault. Like, I hate talking to somebody who don't take accountability for any of this shit going on. It's always somebody else around them. Because it's just like, what the fuck can I do with you? Because even, like, if you try to learn a lesson and your whole focus is, well, they need to do this and they need to do that. Like, bro, you can't force a lesson into somebody else. You can have a conversation, but the growth that you can control is within yourself. You can control how much you grow. You can try to help somebody else, but you can guarantee if you do the fucking work that you'll do growth within yourself. So taking your accountability is such a fucking big thing. But that's not the problem. That's what shit is part of the topic, but that's not the main focus we on. Everybody else is the problem, right? So many people, like, will be quick to place blame. Like I said, you'll blame everybody else. You blame the people who are around you. And something else I hate with the accountability joint is when people accept blame. It's like in a sorrowful way. Like, I mean, yeah, it's my fault. Like, I'm too nice a person, or I do too much good, or I try to do too. Hey, look, man, all that shit, like, is cool, but that shit, it is what it is, man. It's on you. Like, that whole. Don't complain about it too much. It's on you. We gotta accept the shit that we do. Like, for me, I gotta accept the shit that I do. Like, when I'm late to places and I'm horrible. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm the type of nigga, I'm gonna let you know I'll be on CPT time. But that shit had me missing out on opportunities like a motherfucker. So it ain't like that's something I'm proud of. That's a fact that I do operate on that shit. But I ain't proud of that shit. They're just like, man, damn, nigga, I be on that bullshit. And that's for me, knowing I be on that bullshit because I don't handle my time. The time is hard in my brain how to focus that shit, but I ain't put in the work to get better at it, so it's still on me at the end of the day. And that's the shit I feel like other people got to accept with those things. So just accept your part and do the work to grow. Like if I ever want to fucking be better with time, I got to sit my black ass down. Hey, nigga, you bad with being on time. In your mind, when you got 45 minutes to go somewhere, like for me, if I got to go somewhere and it's like an hour and a half before and it's like a 45-minute drive away, I'm like, oh shit, I got plenty of time. Not thinking about the fact I ain't shower. I take 20 minutes to shower. That's that's a whole lot of the time that I done took up. I fucking gotta go in my closet, look through shit. The other shit I gotta do, getting ready, leaving out the house. After I got the shower, that's 20, probably more minutes for me to actually leave the house. So that's 40 minutes out of the hour and a half I had on a 45-minute drive. I ain't finna try to do the math in my head because I don't feel like it, but I feel like I'm already like 15 minutes late, assuming traffic is smooth, you know what I mean? So you just gotta accept the shit that's on you. So like accept your part and do the work to grow. And man, just don't nobody want no fucking pity party. Don't nobody want a pity party with you. Cause that's the shit. Accept your shit. I don't want no pity party. Oh, I can't. Nobody want to fucking be in your pity party. Sometimes we can have the shit, but if you all the time throwing a pity party, don't nobody want to have a pity party with you. And don't be arrogant. Cause like I said, that don't blame everybody else. It's always this person. It's always that person. Accepting your part, man. And this ain't like a point and blame kind of shit. This is accepting responsibility. That's such a fucking different mood. Like, you know what I mean? It could, if you don't have the understanding, it can easily be like people, if you operate within a point blame kind of system, for me, you kind of operate in a bad system. Like there are people who move that way and you can kind of be around people who point blame. But again, that's kind of like how I said, you might be attracted to problematic people or you might be the problem. So if all the people you around only believe in point blame, or if you the person who believe in point blame, one of y'all motherfuckers a problem because adults can accept responsibility. Oh, this is my fault. I'll work on it, get better. Yeah, I mean, that's accepting responsibility. Point blame, even if you point blame on your damn self, it's a difference between blaming somebody and responsibility. Or it's a responsible motherfucker, work to make it change, and we all right, bet. I accept that. Let's do better. Blame, you put the motherfucker down. And I ain't really too much for that shit. My personal belief, we trying to get better. You know what I mean? Y'all already know at the end of this shit, we getting better, not bitter. We ain't on that bullshit. I really hope I don't talk too goddamn long. That'll always be the shit, like when I'm on this motherfucker, and especially I ain't been on this bitch in a while. I don't want to run this bitch too long. I want to have it smooth, easy and shit, but nigga be getting to talking. All right, but yeah, so going on from the like, is everybody else is the problem? The first thing I'm gonna touch on is like, we're gonna go into kind of dating, because I feel like that's an easy thing to talk about. Like when you always blaming somebody else, all right, let's get into like romantic type situations. And I feel like honestly, I feel like this episode gonna probably be broken down into 2 parts because just some of the topics I want to get into. Dating is only one aspect, but it can be so much about it, but it's other shit into it within just whole life, you know what I mean? So, first joint on here, dating liars and cheaters, you know what I mean? Like some people constantly find themselves dating liars and cheaters, and this can lead people to believe and think that the dating pool is just liars and cheaters. Like everybody out there lie, cheat, everybody lie, everybody cheat. Like a common ass phrase, especially. I don't know what's the what like white people or other races. I only say just white people. Like what other races have. I'm pretty sure they probably got some type of shit, but like black community, all men are dogs, niggas ain't shit. Them kind of phrases and shit, and that's just kind of an expectation and a movement that kind of a lot of women have put in, and like you kind of tell them folks that shit. Oh yeah, that's all men, all niggas this. Nah. All niggas ain't doing that shit. Everybody ain't lying. Everybody ain't cheating on everybody. Like I said, me personally, I stand by my belief. I have never cheated. I have been in situationships and been out, but in a committed relationship, I've never cheated, in my opinion. But you know what I mean, so everybody ain't a liar and cheat. But that's just not the case. But the thing is, it just means you attracted to liars and cheaters. And you might not know it, you might not realize it, but if everybody you tend to talk to lies and cheaters, something about the thing that lies and cheaters do is obviously attracting you. Because motherfucker, there's plenty of people out here who don't do that shit, but you attracted to them. And so, let me see with that. And like with that, for me, if somebody was like, nah, I'm not attracted to lies and cheaters. Every nigga just lie and cheat. Every woman just lie and cheat or some shit like that. Hey, look, man, you can try to say that shit whatever you want. So it don't matter if you can talk to enough people. If you think you ain't a liar and a cheater, you ain't alone. You ain't the only motherfucker in the world who like you. So if you ain't a liar and a cheat, just know it's other people like you as well. But so it don't matter whether you consciously or unconsciously doing it, the end result speak for itself. If you always end it with lies and cheaters, something about you is attracted to lies and cheaters. And the thing is, observing that let me see what this is. Oh shit! I got a note on here. I don't even know what the fuck it means. That motherfucker. Hey, look, cause I just want to keep this shit transparent and rocking with y'all. So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck this note right here say. Cause I wrote this bitch a little minute back. But damn, let me slow down how I'm talking. So instead of like observing what's going on, sometimes we blaming others for our choice. That's easier. So I think with that, that's just the fact of like, when instead of observing like why the fuck we ended up with people who lie and cheat, it's easy to just blame, oh, everybody else out there lies and cheaters. Everybody doing this right here. It's easy to do that blame instead of looking within ourselves to see what about us is the reason for this shit happening. And lies and cheaters, I feel like it's crazy how much that is so much viewed as the reason for most breakups in people's mind. Like, oh, you had to be a liar, you had to be a cheater. Like, it has to be, cheating is like so much viewed as the main reason for people breaking up. And it's like, damn, everybody got to cheat. Like, that's crazy. Like, damn, to the point of like, if that ain't the reason that you broke up, folks like, damn, why y'all break up? It's other fucking reasons. There's other shit within a relationship, but that's so much, that cheating shit is so much expected. Like, even like for me, like my last relationship, nigga wound up breaking up. Folks even like asking me like, oh shit, did you cheat? Cause I mean, one, I'm a male, so it's assumed that we probably the one cheating. Like, oh, you cheat, what you do? What you, like I had this shit within family like asking me, I'm like, nah, nigga, it wasn't nothing like that. It was on more amicable terms that we ended a relationship. Wasn't no cheating, wasn't no infidelity type of shit, but it's just like, that's the expectation. And so because of that, it's easy to accept lying and cheating within people. So beyond lies and cheaters, you know what I mean? You got people that you might date. Sometimes you might be with people who are honest. They just users. It's a lot of motherfuckers out here who use people. So that's just a big thing. So again, like I said before, like if you end up dating people and you find that everybody you dating seem like a user, you can think, hey man, everybody in this dating pool, everybody just trying to use people. And I ain't gonna lie, like if you look at social media a lot of times and you hear a lot of shit, sometimes people do just kind of rub off on the case, or they just trying to use somebody. You can see plenty of posts about the negativity of shit, and you see like, oh yeah, they just, oh, if you ain't got this, then you can't be with me. If you ain't doing this, then you can't be with me. And that's on both sides. Like, I feel like females are a lot more, like what they require of a man, who would like, in my opinion, what I would call a user, would be more financially from a man, and a male kind of, who uses more like the resources and the requirements of what your responsibilities for a woman. Like, I'm gonna use you and you handle these responsibilities and let me do my life however I want to. But shit, regardless, at the end of the day, a user is a user, and you can be on either side with it. So like, understanding again, you may be attracted to people who use people. Like, that just may be what you're attracted to, and the results speak for itself. Everybody not a user, but if you keep finding yourself with people who use you, you gotta look within yourself to see what the fuck going on with that. So with it, like I said, just focusing on our attraction to like bad dates. So there are plenty of people who don't fall into the continuous, to these like just those two examples, those two like lies and cheaters or users. There are plenty of people who don't fall into either one of those categories, but for some reason, you see me or whoever the fuck the word would be, you find yourself in those situations. Like, why the fuck is that? And it's not magic when you keep finding yourself it's not magic when you keep finding yourself not with the good people. You know what I mean? It's not a magic situation. And like, oh my gosh, how come so-and-so find themselves with good people and I don't? Man, it's choices. It's your choices. This is the decisions that you make that decide on who you end up being with. And it's not to say, hey, you might choose somebody who a good person and they might not choose you back, but it's just like the acceptability. Like for me, I know I got boundaries like a motherfucker, you know what I mean? So it's somebody who don't check out certain things from a character, like your morals, your stances, you won't even have the opportunity to access to get to me because I know the association. Like if I see certain moral traits within you, I know I can never trust you. You won't meet the requirements to be with me because if I don't trust you, I'll never be with somebody I don't trust. I'll never be in a situation like you cannot be my girl, my woman, if I'm constantly worried, oh damn, I wonder if she doing something. What's she doing? I'm not finna question. I'm not finna be, that ain't me. I don't believe in that. Like the whole checking your phone, I gotta worry about everything you're doing. For me, if I'm in that situation, we just gotta allow this out, baby. Like I can't be with you. And that's for me like a boundary that I know if I don't have that level of trust and we haven't built that communication, you can't get to that next level with me. And just on the same tip shit, you can put me in that same box. If I don't meet whatever requirement to you, shit, you gonna chop me off because it's like, hey, nigga, you ain't mean whatever. And I just gotta accept and respect that shit. But you gotta set your own boundaries. So understand that our choices are what decide on the dates and the people that we actually get involved with. And the things that make them good may not be attracted to you. So like what you may call like, oh damn, so-and-so a good person, or this a good person or whatever. But the thing is finding out, like I said, who we attracted to. The shit that actually is associated with somebody who might be a good person, that shit ain't attracted to you. So you like, that's lame. Oh, that's bullshit. That's ugly. That's whatever negative association you have with it. So like the shit that may actually be something that you'd rather have, might be better for you, and what you feel like you'd be happier with, you ain't even attracted to it. So you don't even give it an opportunity. So you never get a chance to go there. And shit, our experiences really what shape our preferences. So like even if you having those kind of things, like sometimes you don't even know any better. Like that's just all the fuck you know. Like the trauma that we have, sometimes we have trauma in our past, whether it's relationship, family, whatever the fuck, friends, can like shape our expectations of like, oh yeah, people lying cheat, people using, whatever those things. Society, like I said, like culture, men or dogs is a crazy ass thing. Or like shit, bros before hoes is a big ass statement. I somewhat believe in it, but like don't get me wrong, like you my girl, hey babe, we tapped in and like I'm running with you like my niggas. Like obviously we still have like boundaries and shit, but just like with my nigga, it's a limit on if you my girl, I'm not finna talk about everything sexually with my niggas. Like obviously I'm gonna chop it up with my boys, but there's a level of access and conversation and view to you that my niggas can't have within talking if you my girl. Just on the same flip. If you my girl, you can't have the same kind of access to everything, every conversation I have, my niggas understanding fucking boundaries, you know what I mean? So like I said, just society and culture, trauma, those are things that kind of shape our preferences. And going on from that, like we attract the thing again, going into, like how I said beforehand, sometimes the thing is you attracted to bad, or you like attracted to bad people, or sometimes you the problematic one. Sometimes the problem outside and you like problematic people. Sometimes you problematic. You the fucking problem. And so sometimes like we date people just to balance out our own bullshit. Like we don't ever think, a lot of times if you want to be good, you ain't thinking about it that way, but it might be a lot of your bullshit and you attract lies and cheaters because you struggle to accept the truth. Like sometimes like motherfuckers who like to be with a lie and cheaters because like, hey, let's be clear, lies and cheaters tend to tell good things. Like, ain't nobody lying to you saying bad shit. Who the fuck doing that? You lying, selling a good-ass dream. And if you somebody who always want everything to be good, you want to hear good things, you might be attracted to lies and cheaters because they're going to always tell you something to make you feel good. I always tell you something that's saying good. Man, that ain't life. Life is not always good. So a nigga like me, look, I'm going to tell you some real shit. So, like, they'll constantly tell you the good things instead of the real or the bad because why the fuck they doing that? And on the same flip, with like a user, you may be attracted to users because you find value in what you have instead of in yourself. So if you put value in outside things so highly, like this mean more, or like the value of you as a person is judged upon what you have, shit, yeah, you might tend to find yourself with users. So like users tend to make you feel better, feel good when they have what they want. So like, okay, somebody want to use me. Oh shit, I'm balling. Oh shit, she coming over here. That mean I'm balling. That mean you got status or whatever type of shit. So it's like, yeah, you getting used, but shit, you getting used because you find value in it. You might not like that feeling, but you attracted to that because that make you feel better. So you have an attraction with that. So sometimes the bad in you is why you not with the good people. Like, yeah, if you have an issue with the real or the truth and truthful conversation, so yeah, you're gonna be attracted to a lie and cheater, and you're gonna be mad when they lie and cheat. But hey, you keep wanting that shit because you keep wanting to be told that bullshit. When somebody good come along and they tell you some real shit that just kind of hurt and not what you want to hear, it's easy to fall into a case of like, oh shit, what's wrong with them? They on bullshit. Nah, that's actually a good person, but you just ain't peeping it because you used to what lies and cheaters do. And so when somebody else hit you with real, it's fucked up. And the same thing with like a user. Like, you know what I mean? You come with somebody who like don't need to use you and you find value in the things that you have. So if somebody like, nah, I'm good on that. I need you to kind of be developed. I need you to develop more as your person. Like, yeah, nah, the shit you have ain't enough for me. I need you to be good. Then you find, they always want me. They ain't accepting who the fuck I am. They don't want me. Nah, man. They good on the shit that you have. They don't need what you have. They need you to be a better person. Now you got an issue with that shit. So understanding the fact of, well, we can hold our personal responsibility. Like everybody else ain't always the problem. Sometimes within us is the fucking problem. And then, like I said, and it's cool. Like we're gonna get to it because I'm just talking how I talk and shit here. But Hey, look, man, we all got fucking problems. Let's make sure, like, one just a quick stop right there. We all got fucking problems. So with me, like, having this conversation of, like, understanding everybody else ain't always the problem, that's the shit I'm talking about. Look, man, we all got fucking problems. So don't ever have a point in time where you feeling like, oh, shit, Ayo just pointing the blame. He just trying to tell everybody to be on their own bullshit. Like, point the blame. Like, nah, nigga, I told you earlier. We ain't pointing no blame. We accepting responsibility. We being accountable for the shit that we do. So, yeah, I mean, you want to get better, you got to realize what the shit that you actually doing. So sometimes, like I said, when you trying to like get with a good person, quote unquote, sometimes they can see that shit in you and they gonna pass on you. Like I said, with the lies and shit, like somebody who don't need to lie and cheat with you, they might pass on you because you on bullshit. They might pass on you because they don't want to do that bullshit. They see the bullshit in you and they like, nah, I'm good. And the person that the person with the bad shit gonna accept that shit. Like, oh, okay. Like you used to motherfuckers who accepting your shit, so you ain't gotta get better. Because you attracted to the people who in bad situations, who problematic. So when you attract the problematic situation, you don't actually have to grow. You don't got to get better. Like that's a big thing for me. Like a huge thing for me, like relationship wise. I need somebody who gonna actually make me be better. Because I feel like I'm a great person. Like, I love the fuck out of myself. I mean, you chop it up with anybody who know me and know how I talk about myself, man. I love the fuck out of myself. I don't even have a lot of mirrors in my house because I was stopping them motherfuckers. I love me. But at the same time, I understand I still have a huge amount of flaws, as we all do. And when I say flaws, just things that I know I myself would like to be better in. Like I told you with my time shit. I'm a hard-headed ass type nigga. So everybody, you gotta go about the right way when you talking to me. But I do want to get better. So understanding my problems, but I want somebody who can actually help me grow within my problems. And I feel like that's the thing you should be looking for, somebody accepting your problems and working with people who can actually help you grow within your problems. And sometimes people just gonna pass on your bullshit. And I understand shit. I'm for sure that people done passed on some of my bullshit sometimes. So with it, just acknowledging the bad. Like for me, that's the thing. Acknowledging the bad within me, because I know people done passed on my bullshit. So sometimes we want to point out everyone else's bad without acknowledging our own. Like I said, man, you got your shit. Like, it's cool to be aware of somebody else's shit. Like I said, with the good person who passing on somebody, that's when you like, oh yeah, that's bullshit going on right there. Oh, that's bullshit going on right there. But just know sometimes when you had that moment of where you like, oh, that's a bullshit, that's bullshit. And then you like, oh, that ain't bullshit. But instead of you not passing on them, they pass on you. Understand, hey, you might need to look in the mirror and check and find out what it is that they seeing within you. They could be on bullshit, but give yourself the time and somebody give you something to reflect upon, to actually reflect upon. Hey, is this something in you that you want to actually grow and be better on? So just making sure you take the accountability and acknowledgement. And again, look, I'm not talking about like weak ass acknowledgments, because that I know I said it earlier, but I want to harp to that shit again. I fucking hate hearing weak ass acknowledgments, weak ass responsibilities, taking like a motherfucker like say your flaws and like, oh, what's wrong with you or what's bad about dealing with you, and it be like some weak ass like cute type shit. Look, man, fuck that. No, we all got something that's hard as fuck to deal with. I know for me, I can decently communicate myself, but sometimes I'll wrap some stories up and like kind of over communicate, and it makes shit hard. Like, and that's not like trying to be like, oh, I over communicate in a cute way. Nah, I phrase shit confused until I know, like, damn, nigga, stop saying so fucking much, stop doing so fucking much. You making this shit so fucking hard. That's a real thing that I fuck up and do. And I got plenty of other shit. Like I said, I'm bad with time, but just like real talk, accepting the shit that you do. Like that shit to me is annoying as fuck when people be trying to like wrap their problems up. Like, oh, I got this cute ass problem. Man, shut the fuck up, then. Just shut up. My bad, man. I'm kind of on some off tangent type shit, so I need to wrap this motherfucker up here. So like, if your problems that you feel like about yourself is like, I'm too nice, I'm too caring type shit, that's the only thing you can find about yourself, keep it moving. So like, you have some fucked up shit in you, and it's okay. Look for it. Just look for the shit that's fucked up in you. Every day we always gonna have something. You probably ain't gonna never get the shit perfect, because I mean, we human beings. Like, ain't nobody gonna be fucking perfect. Perfect don't exist in my mindset. But that's cool. We ain't trying to be perfect. We just trying to get better. That's all we trying to do. And I know I try to be a great person, but like I said, I do my fair share of shit. And I mean, I know it's bad. Not as okay because of so-and-so. You got to acknowledge the shit you do is bad. Like, don't excuse your bullshit. Like, you can be aware of the reasons as to why you doing shit. Man, don't excuse your bullshit. Don't, well, it's okay because I went through this. Man, look, you went through the shit, but we grown as fuck. At some point in time, nigga, you responsible for that shit. You are not, it's not this. Don't no fucking another adult want to deal with your excuses on the regular. I don't give a fuck, male, female, whatever type of shit. People be trying to be like all that cutesy shit. Don't nobody want to hear excuses all the fucking time. It's just be responsible for the shit. It's on you and it's your fucking fault. Like you tell me some shit I did, I'm sometimes I ain't perfect, so I might say some shit. But you tell me about myself, I'm gonna try to like, hey, look, man, you know what, you're right. Fuck. And I just really fucked up. And I may not even get better like I want to with it, but I'm acknowledge if you can point out and tell me why that shit my fault and what the part I did, hey man, fuck it, nigga, I did that. I'm sorry. And that's all the fuck you can do. Genuinely apologize and hold yourself accountable. Don't point blame with it, except the shit that you did. Except your fucking part. What else I got on here? And yeah, like I said, don't excuse your shit. And look, like I said before, it don't make you a fucking bad person. Like whatever the shit you're doing, it don't make you a bad person just because you got bad in you. We all have bad in us. That's some shit that's just gonna forever be the case of time. Like I know what they say, like we born into sin, or like you ain't gotta teach a child how to do certain bad things or whatever. Like, look, man, it's just some certain shit is just natural. It's within us. It's just actions, society, like whatever the fuck we in, we done learn to do some shit. Just figure out what the problems you are. Like I said, whether it's the relationship type shit, because I really feel like I'm gonna dive back to this topic. I'm finna finish it up right here. But it's just like, if you attracted to the problems or you the problem, figure out what it is and work on that shit, man. Just acknowledge it. Don't always point blame. Sometimes somebody else is the reason and the blame for another situation or responsible, because like I said, I don't want to be too much on that word blame. But sometimes they aren't, and you need to like do the work to acknowledge when you are responsible or the level of responsibility, because somebody else might still have a problem in it, but acknowledge your responsibility in it, because that's what you can fix and that's what you can be accountable for and that's what you can work on. And on that note, man, that's the end of the vent for the day. I don't even know how long I done ran on that shit. Like I said, I'm trying not to run this bitch too long. This is like the day before. I'm hopefully releasing this bitch tomorrow. Yeah, man. So yeah, ending this bitch, y'all already know what the fuck we do after we do the vent, man. We trying to get better, not better. And the way we get better, not better is by just having a conversation about it and focusing in and having a little recap on what we done talked about. But before we do that, we say this little motherfucking quote right here, look. It's easier to say it than to do it, but sometimes you have to hear it said to know you can do it one more time, especially since we just not coming back. It's easier to say it than to do it, but sometimes you have to hear it said to know you can do it. And you already know all that shit is saying, man. Look, it's easy to say a whole lot of things, but so sometimes when you hear somebody say something, it's like, oh, just go do that. Oh, just be better. Oh, just accept responsibility, like I'm talking about right here. Oh, just like, oh, so acknowledge on the problem. Man, look, sometimes it's hard to acknowledge you the problem. Like, that shit hurt. Like, on the realest shit, man. Like, I done decently grown to, like, be okay with that shit, but, like, let's be real, dog. Your pride be a motherfucker when it's like, nigga, I'm the problem? Me? Like, and to, like, do it as a mature way, not the, I always fuck up, it's always on me, damn, I can't do right. Like, that shit right there, ain't nobody got time for that wallowing type shit. But, like, to, like, really be like, damn, you know what, I'm the problem, and I fucked up, and I'm gonna work on that shit. That shit take a whole lot of work. One, just the pride to acknowledge that it's you, to, like, be able to get out of trying to point the blame somewhere else, because that shit's easy. It's easy to point the blame on somebody. It's them. It's hard as fuck to be like, oh, no, that fuck up was because of me, and actually do the work to get better on it. So, yeah, man, just know that that's what we trying to do. So just identifying, the thing is with this, identifying the tendencies that lead to our bad surroundings. So like with it, so whether it's like I said, whether it's the attraction to problematic situations or the problematic situations within ourselves, just find out the tendencies. Like if it's a person, find out, all right, shit, damn, why do I want to be around these people? What about them is it that I've found comforting? Like this is something I feel comfortable with. What about these things lead me to those people so I can change it? Or what about myself that I do allow me to be around these type of things and make me cause problems? Like identifying whatever tendencies you have within you and adjusting and changing those. Because the goal is to like make the changes within ourselves so that we can change the bad. Look, man, we can't control the whole world, but we can control ourselves. So just make sure you're doing the things to grow yourself. And on that note, that's the end of the better, not better. That's the end of all this shit. That's the end of most of this shit. We finna get up out of this podcast. Man, I've been talking. I don't know how long. I hope it. Let me see how long I've been talking on this joint. Hopefully I ain't been going, oh shit, I ain't even run too long. That's cool. It's easy. Yeah, I mean, it's lightweight. All right, so yeah, let me go ahead and wrap this bitch out. Oh, you see the shirt? I don't know. You see? Let me make sure my shit out the way. Throw my hair back and shit. Make sure the thing up here. You see the goddamn, if you're looking at the video and shit, you see the goddamn you on this bitch. You heard me? Throwing the motherfucking you up. All that bullshit, you know what I mean? If you know me, Anybody who know me, especially when it comes to football, like that's the biggest thing that I'm a like big fan of my team sports for. I ain't like the crazy ass, wild ass type nigga, but I stand with my teams. I don't be switching up. Only way I could ever switch on my teams if like the organization did something wild. So University of Miami Hurricanes football team, that's my squad right there when it comes to college football. It's the Green Bay Packers when it comes to NFL. I don't give a damn if they losing, they winning, whatever it is. Them the teams I'm running with. It is not changing by the season. We ain't no fair weather fans. Look, baby, I ain't from now one of them states, obviously. You got Miami way the fuck down there, Wisconsin way the fuck up there. I'm from Louisiana. Ain't close to that. Well, close to Miami, it's kind of Florida kind of. But I ain't about now one of them motherfucking states. When I became a fan, had never been to either one of them states. I done been to Florida. I ain't been to Wisconsin. But them my squads. Miami did our shit this past week. You know what I mean? That boy, what his name is? Cam. Shit, I can't think of his last name, but maybe Cam Ward or something like that. But that boy Cam, came in doing his shit, football, looking like we might have a little star at quarterback. All right, we gonna see what it's looking like, baby. But yeah, so Miami doing our shit. Just want to do that little shout out since I was rocking the shirt and shit. Yeah, man. So on that note, man, StoryHouse show. We getting up out of this thing. Like I said, make sure y'all hit them buttons. Make sure you subscribe, you like, and you hit the notification bell so you can know when the podcast drop, when the show drop, whenever we're doing some new shit, dropping content or whatever. Yeah, man. It's been a ride. This has been fun. I've been enjoying talking to y'all. Make sure y'all, like I said, like, subscribe, follow on like social media platforms. It's like AO. Oh, no. My shit is AO forever, my personal shit. But StoryHouse.xo on all social media platforms. You can find it right there. That's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I don't even know if I ever tweeted from the shit, but whatever. Them the joints you can find it on. You can see all the clips and shit. I'm gonna get back to like sharing those things. Like I say, man, just been crazy busy at work. But I love having these conversations. I love getting to talk. I love when I get to follow up with people like outside of the podcast. Because like right now, obviously, I'm just talking to myself and talking to y'all in this camera. Hopefully, y'all appreciating and taking something out of all the shit that I'm saying. But it's just something different about when I get the chance to talk to somebody. So really looking forward to when I can kind of like settle down and get my shit set up to where I'm back talking with some people. Because shit, it was cool when me and Killer chopped it up. We was on other bullshit. We chopped it up about way other kind of bullshit. We ain't really dive into like the type of topics that I'm getting into now. You know, we kind of was supposed to. We got sidetracked on other shit. But yeah, man, hopefully you can have her pop on sometime and have other people, like I said, brothers and shit. I know some people that like told me they want to come on, so really looking forward to that. So yeah, man, wrapping this motherfucker up. My bad, talking a lot. It's a StoryHouse show, man. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all rocking with your boy Ayo. Thank y'all for coming in this motherfucker. Y'all always welcome in my house, man. We had a good ass time. I had a good ass talk. Hopefully I said some good ass shit to y'all. I really don't know what else to say, man. Grab whatever the fuck you got, man. Look, if you got a water bottle, get that water bottle. Don't be leaving your dirty ass water bottle at my house. I hate when I gotta use it, cause I ain't finna drink after your dust ass. I don't know where your lips been. I don't know where your mouth been. I don't wanna drink after you. Get your water bottle, take that bitch with you. Hopefully you drink it and don't be wasting my water, cause this water ain't free. Shit, get your ass faucet water next time you come to my house. But yeah, man, this is StoryHouse. I love y'all coming in here. Y'all already know you pull up in this bitch, you rocking with your boy. We doing our thing. We doing our motherfucking thing. It's all love in this bitch. But baby, you gotta get the fuck up out of my house right now. I don't know where you going after you leave, but I know you getting through that motherfucking front door, and that is on everything. I put that on everything. So yeah, man. I don't really know what else to say. I'm really finna slide up out of this show. It's your boy Ayo, the StoryHouse show. It's all love. Y'all be easy. We out.
I've been going through some things, so much on my brain, just hoping it would change. I've been going through some things, so much on my brain, seem like all I feel is pain.